Hey there, it's Sarah back to help you stay active 12 minutes at a time here at 12 Minute Fit. And today I'm bringing you a workout for your abs. Did you know that when you build a stronger core, you improve your odds of living longer? Because a stronger core does things like improves our balance, improves our posture, helps to decrease back pain, and it helps us lift heavier things throughout our daily life. And when we put all of those things together, it keeps us mobile for longer. And when we're mobile for longer, we live longer. But for now, you just need 12 minutes and a space down on the floor where you can comfortably lay down on your back, because that's where we'll be to strengthen the front of our body. We're going to do 20 seconds at a time, 3 exercises back to back. After that minute, you'll have 10 seconds to transition to 3 new exercises, and we'll just keep going for 12 minutes. Start on your back. Pull your heels into your hips as you bend your knees. And for 20 seconds, you're just going to lift your hips up and then roll through the spine and press them back down as soon as I can get my timer going. Hip bridges. Lift those hips up off the mat and then roll through the spine to bring them back down. And we're going to roll through the spine to lift them back up. So we're already getting a little bit of a crunch through that core to warm up the front of the body. Draw your belly button up towards your spine. And when you hear the bell, just rest your hips on the mat, keep your knees bent, and start to lift them up over your knees and then tap those toes back on the floor. Keeping that low back pressing down and keeping your core tight, like somebody's standing on top of you and you're bracing that core to hold them up. We're alternating legs when you hear that bell. So one toe on the mat, one knee over the hip, and switch. Just alternate little toe taps, pressing that low back down, keeping that core on, belly button tight to that spine, pressing that low back down as close to the floor as you can get it. Your 10-second break is coming at the bell. And you're going to pick a leg. And we're just going to move that one side with a single leg. Tap and lift. Planting that opposite foot down, just tap your toes, bring the knee back over the hip. We want to activate both sides of the core, so really press through that opposite foot, press both shoulder blades down, and keep that low back pressing towards the floor. When you hear the bell, you're going to extend your leg out and then bend the knee back over the hip, out, and in. And you're choosing how low towards the floor that heel is going. If you feel the low back lifting up, don't take the heel so low. Another option is just extend the leg straight up, bend it back down. But keep that core on. And we're keeping the leg straight when we hear that bell. Leg is straight, and we're just going to bring the heel down and lift it back up. Belly button is still tight to the spine. Shoulders are still down into the floor. And we're keeping that leg as straight as we can and going as low as we can. It's already time for a 10-second rest as we switch legs. So reset that low back down, press your opposite foot into the floor, anchor those shoulders down, and lift the other leg and tap the toe. Knee over hip, toe lightly taps on the floor. Keep active through that opposite side, press your foot down, and get ready to extend your leg out. Out and in. So if you're feeling your low back starting to lift off that mat, or you're feeling more work in the back than the front, don't take your heel so low. Keep it a little higher, or extend the leg up, bend the knee back. Now our leg is straight as we go up and down with that foot. The other leg is still firm on the floor. And if that low back is coming up, don't take your heel so low. We're going to repeat these moves on the first side, but we're going to add some tension on the opposite leg. So that leg that was just moving, bend it over the hip and bring your hands to just above the knee. Push those hands into that leg and pull the leg into the hands as we lift and tap on the other side. So now we've got a lot of tension building in the core because we're adding this pressure on the leg, and we're pulling that leg into the hands to create that tension through the abs. Keep the shoulders down, keep the low back down, and start to extend your leg out bend it back in. With this added tension, you might want to take the heel a little higher, that's okay, or challenge yourself and go even lower towards the floor. Strong, strong belly brace. At the bell, the legs stay straight. And it goes down and up. And it may be just a little drop, keeping that back pressing down, keeping that tension on the opposite side. Anchor those shoulders and don't forget to breathe. 10-second rest. And then we set ourselves up on the other side. So the leg that was just moving now stays over the hip, hands to that thigh, press into the leg, pull the leg into the hands, tap the opposite foot, lift the knee back up. Keep those shoulders down. Feel that low back reaching towards the floor. And feel that strong core. Belly button down tight. Imagine I'm standing on top of you and you're holding me up as you extend your leg, bend the knee back in. Keep that tension on the opposite side. Keep pulling that leg into the hands and keep pushing the hands into the leg. Don't let the other side move. Keep it as still as you can with that tension on it. And if you're starting to feel it too much in the low back, don't take the heel so far towards the floor. Keep the leg straight. Maybe it's a little drop. Maybe you're going as close to the floor as you can get it. But make sure that low back is still pressing down. And you've still got tension on that opposite side. And you're still breathing. All right, 10-second rest. We're going to plant the feet, knees are bent. Taking our fingertips to our temples, we're just going to do a simple crunch. Exhale as you lift the shoulders, reach towards those knees, and then just tap the head and shoulders back down. Big crunch up and down. Tucking the chin, slide those bottom ribs to the top of the hips. Keep that belly button tight to the spine. And even as you lower the head and shoulders, that low back stays down. At the bell, we're going to pick one arm to reach across towards the opposite knee, and then back down. Just reach across and then tap back down. Keep that opposite elbow wide. Tuck your chin as you lift. And maybe try to exhale as you come up. Inhale as you lower down. We're going to take the knee that we're reaching towards and bring it up to the chest. Tap the toe back down. Increasing that crunch. Really pull the shoulder across the body towards that knee that's crunching in towards the chest. And then you get a 10-second break before we go back to our crunch. Stretch it out. Both feet stay down. Low back stays down. Fingertips to temples. We exhale as we crunch. Inhale as we lower down. Both shoulders lift high off the mat. Gaze right through those knees. Belly button tight to that spine. I'm going to say it the whole time we're working. Keep that strong core. And let's make it even stronger. We're going to add our oblique crunch right here. Reach to that opposite knee. Take that shoulder across the body. Imagine a big X on your belly. And we're going to take that rib across to the opposite hip, drawing that big X. And then add that knee lift right here. Bring it in. Crunch a little harder. Tap it back down. Keep breathing. And at the bell, you get to stretch it out. We're going to keep working these obliques with a slow cross crawl. So we're going to bend one knee up, take the opposite shoulder towards it, and then switch. We're going to rest in between, little tap down for now. At the bell, we're going to lose that tap down, and we're just going to go straight from one side to the other, keeping the knees bent for 20 more seconds. One side, then the other. Just twist, twist, elbows wide, chin tucked, hold your crunch. Move those shoulders, twist the torso, keep that strong core. And when you hear the bell, we're going to alternate leg extensions with this twist. Extend the opposite leg and twist, twist. If it's too much with the crunch, put the head and shoulders down, just do the legs. Or challenge yourself, hold that strong crunch, lift those shoulder blades, twist, twist. Big X through the core. All right, let that go. We're gonna finish working the obliques here. Take the arms to the sides, keep the knees bent over the chest, and we're gonna take them from one side to the other. Bringing those knees right over the hips in the middle. Anchor your shoulder blades down into the floor, don't let them lift. So if you feel one lifting off as you drop the knees in the opposite direction, just don't go so far. You're gonna choose a side at the bell and just stay that direction. Just drop and lift. Really anchor that opposite shoulder blade down and feel the oblique controlling the movement. Your hip lifts off the mat and then taps back down. At the bell, you're gonna hold without letting those shoulders lift, and we're just gonna extend our legs and bend back. If both legs is too much, just extend your top leg and then bend it back. Press both shoulders down. Don't forget your core. Draw that belly button in. See if you can activate those abs just a little bit more. We get a short break right here. Let that go. We're going to go back to alternating sides. Arms out, shoulders down, knees up, and just go from one side to the other. We'll finish this ab workout by dropping those knees to the opposite side. Make sure both shoulders are staying down. And then at the bell, we go to the other side and back up. You might find one side feels stronger than the other. Maybe you can go a little lower on one side than you did on the other. That's totally normal. We want to try to even it out next time we do this workout. Remember your weaker side and work it just a little bit harder. Hold down and extend your legs, bend back in, or just the top leg is fine. Press both shoulder blades down. Our 12 minutes isn't quite up. If you've been watching the clock, you've got 30 seconds left. We're gonna bridge for that 30 seconds. Just like we started, lift your hips up and then roll through the spine to come back down. A little release for the core at the top, but then feel that movement, bringing the ribs and those hips closer together as you lightly tap the tailbone or hover it off the floor. Press into both feet and try to reach those knees towards the midline. Press through both shoulder blades and lift a little higher at the top. Keep that engagement on the back side as you lower down.
Activity completed.
And now your 12 minutes is up. You can hug your knees into your chest. You can rock side to side. You can stretch your arms and legs out long. However you need to let go of that workout, take a moment, stretch it out. If you've got 12 more minutes in your day, I encourage you to hit play on another video. You can stretch. We've got some on there. If you're feeling good and you want to ramp up the intensity, pick one of our cardio workouts or target another muscle. We've got a little bit of everything here at 12 Minute Fit. I would love to see you subscribe, come back, give this video a like maybe, and I'll see you next time.